Shinichiro Asano is a 16-year-old high schooler whose parents abandoned him to live in Europe. Therefore, Shinichiro has to do part-time jobs to support himself. One evening, while returning home, he gets captured by a huge centipede monster. Fortunately, he is saved by a mysterious girl who kills the monster with an arrow. The next day at school, Shinichiro and his friend Naoki Ukubo run into Sakuya Shimazu, a beautiful girl from an upper-class family. However, Shinichiro was drawn to her not just for her beauty, but also for her resemblance to the girl who had saved him. Shinichiro seeks his instructor Neichiko for assistance in finding a job after being sacked from his last one. She asks Shinichiro to clean up the chemical lab because he is adept at it. Shinichiro is working when he hears a loud scream and investigates. His classmates Fuzuki and Kani are seated around a bloodied female. Shinichiro instructs them to transport the girl to the hospital and save others from the monster he sees in the corridor. Shinichiro discovers a girl stuck by an arrow in the school garden. He instantly releases her, but Sakuya chastises him. She informs Shinichiro that the girl is a two-tailed cat ghost, one of the specters who visit the afterlife. They assault humans while creating an appearance of pleasure in order to take their life power. Sakuya wants him to assist her in her search for the spirit he let go of in retaliation for saving Shinichiro's life. Sakuya surrounds the school with a protective magic barrier and looks for the two-tailed cat. They do, however, stumble upon an even more powerful and uncommon beast that controls lights. The beast attacks with lightning, and Sakuya headshots it with no effect. To boost its power, the beast drains the whole city's electrical power, producing a blackout. Catgirl attempts to help, but her human form is worthless. Sakuya employs all of her bow methods, but they are ineffectual against the beast. The beast begins to sap her vital energy. Shinichiro pulls out a wooden sand rake to halt it. He manages to halt the beast, but is forced aside. Catgirl eventually transforms into a huge cat and leaps in to assist. Shinichiro unexpectedly kisses Sakuya while attempting to avoid some lightning. The kiss causes Shinichiro to witness a flashback of Sakuya's life while also healing and increasing her power, allowing her to seal the massive beast. The Catgirl tries to flee after the battle, but Sakuya stops her. Shinichiro persuades Sakuya to release the Catgirl because she assisted them. Catgirl expresses gratitude by kissing Shinichiro. This causes Shinichiro to have a flashback of her life, and he reveals her actual name, Tama. Tama now regards Shinichiro as her master and follows him everywhere since calling a specter by its true name makes it your slave. Shinichiro learns when visiting Sakuya's house that Neichiko is Sakuya's guardian, while her family lived in Kamakura. Neichiko hires Shinichiro as the housekeeper because she feels he needs to be close to Sakuya. Sakuya warns Shinichiro about the opening of another gate from which more specters are entering our realm. She also informs him that because she had her first kiss with him, Shinichiro was forced to follow and obey her for the rest of his life. Neichiko takes Tama to school, and Sakuya is envious and causes a quarrel about it. Meanwhile, a swarm of specter rats attacks the girls' locker area. Shinichiro and the others pursue the rats outside the school, but they tumble into a pit. It takes them to the rats' underground nest, where they had been residing the entire time. Sakuya passes out from fear of rats, and Tama is running short on life power. Shinichiro risks his own life to give Tama life force through a kiss, empowering her to defeat the rat spirit. Later, Neichiko claims that Shinichiro has an enormous quantity of life power and will not run out if he shares it with others. She also feels that Shinichiro's abilities may assist Sakuya seal ghosts. Sakuya proposes Tama obtain a new name because she can't always use her secret name, so Shinichiro calls her Tamato. Neichiko advises Shinichiro to live with Sakuya so he won't have to travel every day. Shinichiro meets her cousin Suzuri Shimazu and her assistant Matsuri Soma while fighting a specter tree with Sakuya. They say they come to aid Sakuya, but she doesn't appear to like them. Sakuya is the family's interim leader, and she will face off against Suzuri for the position. Suzuri wants to accompany Shinichiro, but Sakuya disagrees. As a result, she kidnaps Shinichiro when he is bathing. However, they are accosted by a specter on their route who transports them to another realm. Suzuri approaches Shinichiro for assistance, but Sakuya and others arrive first. They are all captured in a vehicle by the specter. Shinichiro kisses Sakuya to give her the strength to fight the specter and return to their reality. Suzuri chooses to leave after being rejected, claiming Sakuya is selfish. Sakuya, on the other hand, informs her that she fled the family mansion to demonstrate her might. Meanwhile, someone is keeping tabs on them and plotting Sakuya's death. The next morning, Suzuri moves to Shinichiro's school. She informs Sakuya that she has come to see Shinichiro, but she's also there in case someone invites specters from another planet. Suzuri suspects Sakuya since she did not inform the Shimazu family. Sakuya becomes enraged and strikes Suzuri. A phantom of an undead samurai comes in the city. Suzuri chooses to handle it herself, killing the people ordered to battle the samurai. Sakuya becomes enraged by this irresponsibility and rushes over to assist. During the struggle, Sakuya realizes that the samurai is not a specter, but a golem created by a Western magician. They want to distract the golems in order to obtain the samurai helmet and modify the text engraved inside of it. They can break the enchantment in this way. The Western wizard they're seeking for is not far away. She dupes Sakuya into carrying a cursed sword. This causes Sakuya to assault Shinekairu while the wizard observes. Suzuri offers killing Sakuya in order to save Shinekairu, but he refuses. Sakuya manages to pin Shinekairu down. He bites the katana as she pulls it towards him, learning the name of the blade. He throws the blade aside and breaks the enchantment on Sakuya with his spiritual strength. The wizard flees, saying that she will return soon. Nechiko advises that they use Shinekairu's Eye of Truth to defeat the Western magician. This is his power to determine someone's true name if their tongue touches Shinekairu. Yet he wonders why he didn't acquire Sakuya's name while kissing her. Suzuri's mother sends a search squad dressed as students to find the Western magician. Although Sakuya's grandmother reminds her that if she wants to be the leader of the household, she must catch the Western wizard. The wizard uses Western magic to put all of the pupils to sleep and catches the inspection team members with a wall monster. Fearful of not becoming the family's head, Sakuya strikes the wall monster rashly. She kills the monster, but the members of the inspection crew perish in the process. She is dissatisfied with herself, but Shinekairu pushes her to save the other individuals in peril. While searching, they come upon other members of the inspection team who have been captured by a spider woman. She captures Sakuya and others and begins assaulting them. The Western wizard claims she intends to get revenge on the Shimazu family by torturing and killing its members. Sakuya has the ability to depose Shinekairu, but she does not want him to know her true identity. As they realize there is no way out, Shinekairu kisses Sakuya and addresses her as Isuka. She experiences an outburst of power and kills the spider woman. After an incident, Shinekairu and Sakuya's relationship is uneasy. Shinekairu is perplexed as to why Sakuya is depressed. Nechiko informs him that Sakuya can no longer be the family leader because he knows her true identity. She must now serve Shinekairu. Shinekairu, on the other hand, feels Sakuya would not give up easy. Shinekairu and Sakuya chat in a peaceful spot. Sakuya reveals that her father was a Western wizard. The Shimazu family despises her as a result of this. She grew up hearing the term tainted bloodline. Afterwards, her parents vanished while battling a specter. She doesn't know much about them. She therefore desires to be the heir. She wants to demonstrate her abilities and locate her parents. As Shinekairu and Sakuya return home, they discover a mirror that transfers them to another reality. This mirror turns a person's bad ideas against them, harming their mental health. The only way out is to destroy the specter inside. The Western wizard used deception to persuade Sakuya to exact revenge on the Shimazu family. Shimazu killed the Western mage. She's now utilizing a specter with Sakuya's face to manipulate her towards vengeance. Shinekairu interjects and persuades Sakuya that she is not greedy and evil like the wizard. Then he utilizes the Eye of Truth to discover the specter's name. This aids Sakuya in killing it, and they are able to return to their home world. In Shinekairu's embrace, Sakuya finally sobs. Shinekairu assures her that they will track down her parents together. Sakuya begins to open up to Shinekairu and develops love emotions for him. Shinekairu starts to feel the same way towards her. Shinekairu receives a sword named Yashiao from Nechiko. He may now assist Sakuya in battle. Suzuri feels Sakuya is to blame for involving Shinekairu. Nechiko learns of a railway accident and goes to investigate. All of the passengers were unconscious. They come upon a smoke ghost specter in which all physical attacks are ineffectual. Shinekairu proposes using the ventilation system to get rid of the smoke spirit. He cuts through the spirit with his sword to access the activation system. Nevertheless, the smoke forces him to pass out, but Sakuya revives him with CPR. Meanwhile, Suzuri pursues and defeats the smoke spirit, but her attacks on the Western magician are futile. The wizard returns the injured Suzuri to Shinekairu and the others. As Shinekairu pushes, the wizard eventually responds about her name, stating that it is Isuka, which was given to him by his father. Sakuya is enraged by this, and she assaults the wizard with all her strength. Sakuya used the bow without the seal, depleting her energy and putting her in a coma. Nechiko believes Shinekairu can utilize his life power to bring Sakuya back, therefore she trusts him. Meanwhile, Suzuri opposes her mother's desire to punish Sakuya for disobeying the rules. She also requests that the grandma allow her to complete the exorcism ritual. Suzuri wants to spend time with Shinekairu before putting her life in danger. She goes shopping with him and has a terrific time doing things she's never done before. Sakuya is gradually recuperating after Shinekairu provides her life power, but Shinekairu advises her to rest more. Suzuri is severely damaged throughout the ritual since she must execute it alone, and she decides to battle a strong lighting beast. Shinekairu insists on accompanying her despite the fact that he is not a Shimazu, and Sakuya wishes him luck. Shinekairu injures the beast during the combat but passes out afterwards. Suzuri resolves to utilize his life power to strengthen herself. Sakuya has always been a superior fighter than Suzuri, so Suzuri's mother pushed her through rigorous training and never let her enjoy her childhood. Suzuri admired her sister and aspired to be like her. That's why she gave herself the name Sakuya. Suzuri informs the beast that she wishes to alter. She no longer wants to be the girl who envies her sister and does everything her mother says. Shinikaru calls the beast Shuru after it accepts to remain her slave for 3 years. Her disguised father, who is the mastermind behind everything, heals the Western magician. He's now plotting an even greater attack. He destroys sacred places such as shrines and churches in order to render Yokohama spiritually weak. Shinikaru and others are still in the dark about his true identity. Shinikaru is concerned that Sakuya may become enraged with Isuka again because they share a name. He attempted to calm her down. Nevertheless, the Yame Catholic Church is the city's last remaining fortification. Nechiko calls on everyone to help defend it. Isuka had already slain all of the guards when they arrive. She attacks Shinikaru first, fighting over his neck. When everyone's attention is drawn to Shinikaru, Isuka sets the chapel on fire. The following day, Sakuya's grandma Nami Shimazu arrives to reseal the bow. Nami appears younger than her age, although she is the current Shimazu family head. Shinikaru learns from her that Isuka is from Sakuya's father's clan, the Asahina. Because homunculus are frequently utilized by wizards, Nami suspects that Isuka is one. Now the Asahina family is attacking the whole Shimazu family, yet Sakuya is determined to fight alone. Nami asks Shinikaru if he wants to stay with Sakuya or return to his previous life. Of course, he decides to remain with Sakuya. Suddenly, Isuka emerges from Shinikaru's body and attacks Nami. Isuka had been waiting for this opportunity with Shinikaru's Eye of Truth. Then she conjures a massive snake spirit to slay the remainder of Shimazu. Sakuya is so enraged by seeing her grandmother's murder that she seeks vengeance on Isuka. Others attempt to battle the snake spirit. Thankfully, Isuka only assaulted Nami's puppet. Nami is still alive and commands Shinikaru to look after Sakuya. Yet Isuka is more strong than they think, as she catches Sakuya with a devastating magic. Tamato orders Shinikaru to assist Sakuya as they deal with the snake spirit. Sakuya's life power has been sapped by the spell, but Shinikaru catches her. The snake spirit's skin changes every time it is assaulted, making it difficult to defeat. On the other hand, Isuka informs Shinikaru that her father instructed her to abandon Sakuya to the snake. Instead, she wishes to torture and murder Sakuya personally. As a result, she decides to set fire to the house. Shinikaru tries to stop her, but he is pushed into the home along with Sakuya. Sakuya apologizes to Shinikaru for including him in her problems. Shinikaru, on the other hand, assures her he's there of his own will. He's witnessed the tenderness and affection that lie underneath her frigid exterior. He'll be there for her no matter what. Sakuya's eyes well up with emotion. She entices Shinikaru into a passionate kiss, empowering them both. They emerge from the fire prepared to battle Isuka. Suzuri, on the other hand, intends to collaborate in order to target the snake's renewing scales. They successfully beat the snake in this manner. Isuka is even more enraged at the snake's death. She intensifies her assault on Sakuya. Shinikaru stops Sakuya from unsealing the bow and risking her life again. They overcome Isuka by pooling their resources. The masked guy arrives wearing Sakuya's father's ring. Although Sakuya addresses him as father, he takes the doll's head and walks away. She thinks about her father even after she gets home. She is relieved, though, when Shinikaru assures her of his support. Meanwhile, the masked guy creates numerous more homunculi, including Isuka. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to subscribe and watch my other videos if you're into my content.